Hi everybody, John Cena here and welcome to FunkQuest Christmas Special 2021, and we have two funksters that are still in the contest at the moment to battle it out to try and be our Christmas champion. All Christmas themed questions, which is likely to be interesting seeing as how we don't generally do religion. So Bob, tell us where you're dialing in from.
Calling in from Seattle, Washington in the United States.
Seattle, Washington, the United States. Katie Bjargavide, tell us where you're dialing in from.
I'm dialing in from Gotland, Sweden.
Which I think we found out is an island.
It is an island, yes.
With beaches.
Beautiful beaches.
Which we'd never thought of. We thought Sweden was cold. So I will be awarding the point on my official scoring app today to the person or persons that give the funkiest answer based on my sole judgment of fact. FunkQuest is not a social democracy, it's actually a dictatorship. So using the app, I will award points, either 1 or 0. So should we have to go first? Bob, do you want to go first? You can pick some candles, some angels singing, some Christmas sparkle, or some Christmas biscuits.
I'm gonna need Christmas sparkle because the lights that I so industriously wrapped around my headphones have just died. Christmas spirit died on my head. That's terrible.
What are your Christmas traditions?
In a minute? Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we start the night before Advent, which is the night before December 1st, and we have a night before Advent party, and we put up a Christmas tree, which is full of stuff I'm not allowed to talk about because it's religious, but let's just say, oh, lights, there we go, white and gold. And then we have pockets, and kids open a pocket each day of the month, and there's a treat, and there are lights. The whole idea heading into Christmas is that the light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter, so there's more candles lit, things read. Probably the biggest event of the month outside of our own home is Cousin Palooza. So we gather usually a couple days before Christmas with my siblings and their kids, and instead of normal gifts, they do a candy exchange, and everyone plays like lunatics, and they get so hopped up on sugar that it takes the next week for them to come back down. It's wonderful. And
so that's in line with the family healthy eating policy, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're all about sugar, you know.
Yeah. So that's time up, man.
Boom, on the minute.
when is the cousins party? When in time is that?
Cousin Palooza usually happens about December 23rd.
All right. So we've got the rest of the show to figure out what you do actually over Christmas.
Yeah.
Which would be good.
Honestly, Christmas feels anticlimactic after all.
Yeah. Dozens of cousins running about sugared up now.
Yeah.
Katie, you can pick some candles, some angels singing, or some biscuits.
I'm going to go with the biscuits. Give me the sweet stuff.
The sweets, the food. What Christmas present did you want but never got?
Probably like your classic, I want to have a pony kind of deal. Yeah. I really got used to the fact that I wasn't going to get everything that I wanted. And this is maybe not the most festive thing, but I genuinely thought that Santa liked the rich kids better because they got better stuff. And so, yeah, I don't remember really getting my hopes up about things.
It's kind of like a sad, when you realize over time, it doesn't hit you. There's no advert on TV that says, you ain't going to get no Christmas presents, sonny. It doesn't happen like that, does it? It's over time. And
my dad was terrified when he thought that when I found out the truth, that he was going to think that I thought that he lied about everything, including in things that were important for him to believe in. And so I always decided with my kids, we're just going to say we're playing the Santa game. Yeah, we like to play that game that Santa comes and brings toys. It's a fun game.
I would say, and I don't know, maybe we should broach the fact that, this is an over 18s show, but we never actually told our kids that it's really us, right? And as far as they were concerned, you go to bed, you wake up, and there's presents. What else do you need to know?
Where it came from.
What else do you need to know?
Yeah.
I do like Barb's answer about the pre-Advent party, and I do like the answer about the sinking depression that you're not going to get any presents. I'm going to give you half a point each for that. Right. So, question 2. Bob, you can pick Father Christmas in a blue suit, some red leaves, and I don't know what they are, but I really should.
They're poinsettias.
Poinsettia, that's it. Thank you. Dancing reindeer or a Christmas market scene?
I'll do the Christmas market.
A Christmas market. Now, you're very organised. Where do you keep your Christmas trimmings when not in use, as in the other 300 and whatever days of the year?
That's a mystery, sort of like the Santa Claus thing. That is not my department. So I know generally that they are in the garage. I know there are boxes involved. I can tell you a great story. I can tell you a story that happened this year. So my husband handles the packing them away. We moved to this rather wet part of the world where roof rats are a thing. Okay. It's a long story as to why this became a part of my garage. And I don't have that time, but suffice to say, there ended up being roof rats that made their way into the cardboard boxes that had the Christmas decorations. Now, I don't know if you personally have ever been possessed with the need to eat your body weight in candle wax, but they did. And oh my goodness, we had whole boxes of totally ruined Christmas decorations this year where it's like, you can't get the smell gone. So word to the wise, use Rubbermaid containers.
Rubber boxes that roof rats can't eat.
Yeah, so I can tell you in future, we'll be using rubber boxes. Yeah.
So you're down to what your equivalent of Poundland is to get some more Christmas decorations. Yeah. High quality, low cost.
Something like that.
Stuff. Yeah. Katie, question 2. You can have Father Christmas in a blue suit, some poinsettia things, or blue dancing reindeer.
I'm going to go with the poinsettias.
The poinsettia. Right. What Christmas present did you donate straight to a charity shop?
I mean, generally, I'm not really that keen on candles, but I can't really think of a present that I was like, oh, yuck. If I were to get some like books on like toxic kind of mentalities, I would be probably just throwing them away.
Those like serial killer type books, Secrets of the Serial Killer. You buy some of that for Christmas.
No, more like in order to make a happy life, the woman must be completely subservient and, that kind of toxic stuff that's like.
Sounds all right to me.
Let's
not go there. We shouldn't do that. So books, dodgy books, they'd go straight to the charity shop.
Or garbage.
I definitely prefer the answer on the rats. So Bob,
me too. That was a good one.
1.5 points. Katie, you're on a half. So question 3. Bob, you can pick some Christmas baubles. Although it's a non-religious show, Mary and Joseph. Some berries. And what we'd call a Christmas snowball.
I'll take the snow globe.
The snow globe. Now, bearing in mind that we've already spoke about this, when did you realise Father Christmas didn't exist?
This was actually before my memory. I have an older brother who used to make very extensive Christmas lists. They had appendixes and whatnot. And around the time that they got to be 6 or 8 pages, I think he was only probably 3 or 4. My parents sat him down and was like, "It's us. How do you feel about a yo-yo?" And so he did not grow up with that as a thing, and haven't done it with my own kids either. It's just, it feels less fun to me, honestly. Like the story of Saint Nick is a very cool read. That is something, but I think the actual man that all the traditions are based off of would have been horrified at what we're doing with it. So he was a man that he slapped people over bad theology. You know what I mean? And so the whole elves and fatness, I just think he wouldn't have been about that. So anyway.
I used to work somewhere and the engineers used to do a thing like, this is what happened if Father Christmas had to go to every small boy's house in the Western world. Forget everybody else, how every small child. And then this is how fast they'd have to go because it would break the laws of gravity and physics and all that kind of stuff. And, they were real fun.
Overthinking it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Katie, you can pick question 3, some baubles, Mary and Joseph, or some berries.
I'll go with bubbles because that's also a very fun word.
Baubles. Where do you go on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day is really not that big of a deal in Sweden. In Sweden, it's all about Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, we go to Morton, my husband's parents' house, and we gather with his parents, his brothers, their girlfriend and wife, and we sing songs together. We eat lots of candy. We there's just candles lit everywhere. The cousins play and run around together, and it's just so cozy and so nice.
What actually happens on Christmas Day then? Not a lot.
Christmas Day, I think there's like going to church, hanging out. Just it's not much of anything. It's just like relaxing.
On the basis that I didn't know that Christmas Eve, I thought it was more like Hungary and Czechoslovakia and all those type of countries that it was Christmas Eve. I'm going to give Katie the point for that one. So the scores are Bob 1.5, Katie 1.5.
So can I ask Katie a question really fast?
Of course.
It just clicked for me that you're Swedish. Okay,
I'm not. I'm American.
Yeah, but you're in the land of Sweden. Don't burst my bubble here. You're in the land of Sweden. Okay, so we made pepperkakor yesterday. Am I saying that right?
Oh,
yeah, you are.
What is that?
It's
gingerbread.
It's gingerbread, basically. But it's gingerbread with a cooler name than what we have in the States.
Yeah.
I have this whole Scandinavian, I can't reach the other thing that I made that I can't pronounce. But Scandinavians, I feel like I'm surprised Christmas Day isn't a thing because they do Christmas treats.
Well, yeah. Christmas is a huge deal. It's just we celebrate it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Bob obviously didn't know either. So you learn something every episode. Question 4. Bob, you can pick a Christmas helicopter, some Christmas trimmings, 3 wise men, or an icicle.
I'll take the 3 wise men.
3 wise men. When is the right time to wake up on Christmas morning?
That's not a question. There's not a wrong time to wake up on Christmas morning, is there?
Depends on how old your kids are.
All right. Well, here's the thing. My children have been hardwired, whether it was on purpose or not, that they don't leave their rooms till we wake them up.
Mm-hmm.
So we honestly keep Christmas morning the same as other mornings. The only thing that I think has a time structure to it, you can come out, you can open your stockings, you have Christmas breakfast, but nobody opens presents until mom has finished her coffee. Oh. That was a thing when I was growing up where it's like, drink faster. and and so it's like it just feels like a thing to keep, at least the first cup. But otherwise, I don't think
when you say put your stockings, now I used to put a football sock and you wake up and there was apple, orange, shiny money that they'd obviously put a tin of Coke, maybe a toothbrush, small stuff like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, pretty much. I think for us, it's usually an orange in the toe, pistachios, some candy, and maybe a trinket kind of a thing. We did all kazoos one year, which was awfully fun with 4 kids. They had
fun. Excellent. I'm moving quickly along from kazoos and kids. Katie, you can pick a Christmas helicopter, some Christmas trimmings, or an icicle.
Ooh, that's hard. A helicopter, because the helicopter is just so weird.
Go for the helicopter.
Yes, please.
Helicopter. Now, this is a stupid question for you. When did you last see snow at Christmas?
I don't know, because very often we haven't had any snow for Christmas. The snow comes sometimes January. I think it may have been 4 or 5 years since we had it.
Is it a big thing in your culture where, everybody's going on and on and on about Christmas, white Christmas, and it never actually happens, or very, very rarely?
Yeah, it's not that big of, it's sometimes it comes the day after Christmas or 2 days after. Yeah. That's been very, very common over here. But the thing I wanted to pop in about the Christmas morning thing, we don't open presents Christmas morning. We open them Christmas Eve in the evening. Can you imagine being a kid and having to wait all day to open stuff?
I do know, I did come across some people that open the presents on Christmas Eve, then go out drinking and get drunk and then have to get up on Christmas Day. I've come across that before.
Well, actually, my dad was his family, they were dairy farmers, and so they would do their presents on Christmas Eve because you had to be up early feeding cattle on Christmas morning.
Practicalities. I'm going to give Bob that point on the basis that the wait until mum's had coffee. I like that. So at the moment, Bob's on 2.5 points and Katie's on 1.5. So it's all on this. Question 5. Bob, you can pick some flying reindeers, which obviously breaks the laws of physics and all that. Some Christmas fairies, some pink antlers or some giggling snowmen?
Let's do the pink antlers.
Pink antlers. What is the ugliest Christmas decoration you own?
Probably actually those Advent pockets that I was telling you about. Very tempted to turn the computer here so you can see them. The thing was,
Turn it.
let's see if I can actually. Okay, you see them hanging underneath that table?
Yes.
They're little tiny. Okay, so the thing is, I'm actually a terrible knitter, truth be told. But I was extremely pregnant. My son, his birthday is on Wednesday, and that year, the older sisters thought that all the Christmas carols were about him because it was a baby born, at Christmas time. But I just have really miserable pregnancies. I had a PICC line the entire pregnancy because I couldn't stop vomiting. And so to get through waiting for him to be born, I knitted what ended up being a bunch of just really straggly dish rags, and I sewed them together but I'm not good at sewing. So these are actually probably the ugliest decoration that we will never get rid of because it's sentiment. They are falling apart. Now my girls are actually able to go and repair them. But yeah, we've got dish rags turned pockets.
Excellent. So, Katie, question 5. You can pick some reindeers which are breaking the laws of physics, fairies, or some giggling snowmen.
Fairies, because that's just as weird as the helicopter. What does it have to do with Christmas?
What is the best Christmas song?
Oh, there's so many good ones, but I really recommend listening to Tommy Sharberry. It looks like Schoberg, probably. Tommy Sharberry's "Oh Holy Night" is just incredible. But there's another really, really good one by an artist named Corolla, "Heaven in My Arms."
Yeah.
Oh, it's from the point of view of Mary. Are you heaven in my arms? It's just so gorgeous and so heartfelt. I sang it in front of my Swedish class, and some of the teachers were crying a little bit.
Oh, you sing in Swedish when you learn Swedish. Yeah.
I had a borrowed iPad with the lyrics and played a karaoke track, and it was a really special moment.
Beautiful. Yeah, nice. On the basis that you didn't say anything like Slade or Pogues and Kirsty McCall or anything like that, which we hear when we're walking about the supermarkets, Merry Christmas everybody by Slade, I'm going to give Katie the point, which means, what a surprise, according to the official FunkQuest Christmas Special app, it is 2.5 points each, and therefore, by the power vested in me by nobody in particular, I award you both the title of FunkQuest Christmas Champion 2021. Bob, how does it feel to finally win a FunkQuest?
It feels like rigged judging, John. I'm not gonna lie. This shared. You know what? It's the closest. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, you got to take it when you get it, right? That's what I always say.
I think that's true.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Katie, how does it feel to be a FunkQuest Christmas Champion?
I can't even believe it.
I should get some kind of mic or something like that. Katie, how does it feel to be FunkQuest Christmas Champion? Well, that's enough from FunkQuest Christmas Champion 2021. Ladies, thank you so much for being such good sports. If I break the studio here, I've dropped it on the floor. Dropped the thing. Ladies, thank you so much for being good sports. Bob, how can we find out more about you and buy your book?
You can take a look on funkythinkers.com and figure out how to spell my name, and that's my website. So I would tell you to go to Amazon to get the book, but really you ought to go find your local bookseller who is still staying alive this Christmas and order it from them.
Fantastic. Brilliant. We like booksellers. Katie, how can we find out more about you?
I have a YouTube channel called Epic Kate Bjergvida. But if you look for Epic Kate, you'll find me. And I do vlogs, and I do epic podcast conversations. And I like to learn, and I don't put myself out there as a guru. I put myself out there as a learner and a person who does not have it all together, but is trying.
Nobody has it all together, Katie. Indeed. That's our experience. Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show. We're pleased that you are both FunkQuest Christmas champions. You can go and impress your loved ones with that fact. And we hope you have a peaceful Christmas and a successful New Year.
Christmas.
Can I teach you how to say good Merry Christmas in Swedish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
God jul.